Yes. So what would you give the offense, Foster?
Defense.
I mean defense, I'm sorry.
So the defense, I gave A minus. They held the Falcons to 2 field goals. I feel like they bailed out the offense on several occasions. Certainly on the interception that I think gave the Falcons good field position, but they did their job. As many injuries as we had, which we talked about. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Kirby Joseph, James Houston. We they handled their business. Brian Branch was amazing. Our defensive line had 5 sacks. Our linebackers had 2 sacks. It was a pretty complete effort out of them. You can't really ask for too much more. It's pretty hard to shut a team out. So you think 2 field goals, they did a pretty good job. And you got to think, the Falcons have some weapons out there. The quarterback is not that great, but Bijan Robinson was supposed to run all over us. Our boy on the round table had it. He was certain let him tell it. Hey, and I'll tell you what, that backup running back was almost scarier. That dude was kind of hard to bring down. He ran over Anzalone something bold one time, and gave Branch the business too on that play. Like, that dude is pretty tough to take down. Branch got his lick back on Bijan though, but yeah, overall, a complete effort. And I can't say enough about Brian Branch and some other guys that we'll talk about in a little bit.
I definitely graded the defense a high grade with an A minus. The sacks, the pressure, you held them without a touchdown, and they didn't get that second field goal until the game was pretty much out of hand. In my opinion, I knew the game was over when they finally kicked that last field goal. The turnover at the end of the game to seal it with the sack and the strip.
Oh,
Hutch got a sack and strip. It was Hutch.
Gotcha.
He got a sack, forced a fumble, and recovered it, and then you're kneeling. So they ended it with a bang. They played consistently the whole game. 7 sacks, you said?
7.
Or was it 5? It was 7.
No, 5 from the D line, two from the linebackers.
Okay, we're gonna leave it at 7. I don't care who
7
gets
sacks.
it.
7 sacks. 7 sacks.
Yeah, 7. If you blitz with the corner and get a sack, sack.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be too particular who gives the sack, but it was definitely for a team that only had 1 sack, 2 sacks. Was it 2 or 1? The first 2 games.
No, they didn't have any sacks in the first game. None.
It was just that 1 sack with Anzalone. For a team that had 1 sack, a team that had 1 sack in 2 games, and you get 7, you're going to get a lot of praise from me from a defense. I mean, anytime you get 7 sacks in a game, you're doing something. And that defense played pretty well. There was I don't want to point nobody out, but we got to get better